Hey y'all, I know y'all ain't saw me in a long time. How y'all doing? Love my subscribers. I was just making this video because I was just looking at one of the videos with Jeddiah on MSNBC or whatever. The video he had kind of dropped before they had did the MTV video or whatever. Um, I just want to reflect on what was going on back then with Jedediah because I think we lost a good activist, a good voice. It was ruined, like with the thirsty freedom fighters, people like Lamont that's saying you out there for advocating for Kenneka, but Monifa don't have to talk. And then you got Andrew Holmes, who also was out of line with the things he did or whatever. Jedediah was one of the best activists on the case or whatever. Now, don't get me wrong, because we was out there posted up. The neighborhood was out there before these people even got involved. From day one, we was out there. So don't get it twisted. No, but when we seen Jedediah and the activists or whatever, it just lift you up even more. It make everybody, like everybody was getting involved. So that was a good thing or whatever. It started out good. I think he just like he had the wrong crew. I think it's very important, that the people that you choose to associate your business with or any type of professionalism with or any kind of movement with, then you need to know them people. You need to know that they're not thieves. You need to know that they're not liars and they're just as truthful and honest as you are. And I don't think he had that with the freedom fighter. Um, I just don't think he had that. I think he had no knowledge of some of the things that they was doing. He had no control over his organization, even that like they seemed so organized when we met them or whatever. Um, and then you get, because he wasn't afraid to say when you was wrong. I remember when they released the photo, Andrew Holmes, he was like, "Yeah, I seen the photos." Jedediah looked at him like, "How the, how the heck you see the photos and the family haven't even seen the photo?" So, um, he wanted to clear that up. Like, I never seen the photos and this and that. Like I'm not gonna stand on the side of a person that's saying and agree with something that I feel was completely wrong or whatever, and I had nothing to do with it, no knowledge about. So I think that was men of him to, to confirm that or whatever. You got Andrew Holmes was the star player on like getting this case closed, not advocating for the family because when he appeared, his actions was, like I'm here, I'm gonna get you answers and things like that, you know, and all the time he wasn't really there for the family. Like he basically was there to advocate for Crown Plaza. Like how you for Kenneka Jenkins and you in the same breath telling her mama stop the protest, they not making any money. Like I was confused about that. Like whose side are you on? Like you came to help this lady advocate for her and her daughter who was found dead in the side of a Crown Plaza freezer, or did you come to advocate for Crown Plaza? Like so that was weird to me. And that was a real awkward position that he was in because in Chicago we know your role. We know you cool with the police. They give you all type of awards and stuff, and you go around and you want justice for this or that and or whatever, which I respect that up until this case. This case, I feel like you handle it just real unprofessional and just real disgustingly. Like who are you to go in there, and see photos or whatever? What they want to hurry up and show him the photos so they can, have him on their side because let's be real. He is basically like work for the police. Like even though he an activist, he basically worked for the police. Um, like his actions was so unprofessional, you know, and I just feel like he's a liar and he said that he was gonna help Teresa Martin, but he ended up helping Crown Plaza. So that's weird to me. You know, it's different when you say that you came to advocate for the family and fight for the family, of Kenneka Jenkins. But to come in and do, you know, the damnest thing, like basically like to do the devil's work, you was like, you know, you was very wrong, you know. Personally, I think like he was the reason the case was closed. He was the reason everything was happening so fast. He basically wanted Teresa, shut up, go home, fight this in private, fight it quietly, let Crown Plaza make their money. You wanted to be on both sides. So that was confusing to me. I kind of lost the little respect for him when he did that because, you know, even if you take it back to Martin Luther King, when he fighting for something, he fighting for what's right. And what's right is to get the lady justice for her daughter. So I don't understand how you fight, you're here basically in a costume, like I'm gonna get you all the answers, and then you go do this, and then basically you come tell her to shut down, shut down the protest, Crown Plaza. I mean, like you're trying to help everybody. I understand that we all human, we all people, but that's not how activism work. That's not how justice work, and it just don't look like he was trying to find it. You come in, act like you're advocating for the family, and you basically tell him to get you all the answers or whatever. Personally, I think Andrew Holmes should be the main one down there trying to get the case reopened. You know, I mean, go use your clout. You want to be on television. You want your 15 minutes of fame because that's what it'll always be about. They want to run down here and get into people's business and act like you're advocating for the family, and it's all about clout. Who don't like clout? I mean, they've been doing it for years and years, hundreds of years before we even was here. But who don't like clout? I mean, I see everything you do. I watch everything you do from on TV to everything in person, wherever. I see everything, and I feel like y'all was basically a fraud. You didn't come to help that lady because you didn't do nothing but hurt her. You know, people came, they lied to her. You want to collect money in her daughter's name. People want to. It was all about capitalism. Capitalism motivated this this devil's work. Basically, y'all came and got in our business, and I didn't blame Miss Martin for shutting down the protest. I think it was the very wrong thing to do. It was so unfortunate that she had to do that. But I understood where she came from when she did it. Because if you're gonna help her, then be true, be 100, be from the heart. Be there because you trying to get justice like she is and answers like she is. Don't be there to steal money and collect money behind people's back, for her dead daughter. If you was doing the right thing with the money, the lady wouldn't have had no problem with it. But then they got people calling her house asking her about money she never even touched or put her hands on. So it was just crazy all around the board. Like I said, back to Andrew Holmes, he need to just use his clout and use his black pride, and I think he should go and fight for Miss Martin to get her case back open because he one of the reasons that it got closed. That's just my opinion. I mean, he wasn't good to that lady. Like he wanted her to basically fight quietly, like in peace, and I just don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. He pieced my ass. Like I don't agree with that at all. And I feel like he should have never got involved if he was gonna do anything that would jeopardize the case. I feel like if he was not gonna help her and he was gonna more so hurt her and hurt her case, he shouldn't have did anything. He shouldn't have did anything. It's basically like he pretended to be a helper, to be an advocate and voice for her daughter in a real vulnerable time in her life. I mean, she just had surgery, breast surgery for cancer and all that. Like this lady was out there sick, sick. Like, imagine if it was your mother or your grandmother or something, or any family member, dad or anything. I just felt my heart go out for her. And, she was still out there trying to fight. But then you got the enemies coming to her full force. And, everybody want to act like they're helping her. But then she found out that that wasn't really the case. That's a hard pill to swallow. So, she basically closed down the protest like I'll do it on my own. And I really don't blame her because you don't want people representing you or fighting for you that for and doing things that you don't believe in. So, with that being said, I think she made the right decision to just fight alone. I mean, I'd rather fight alone than fight with the enemies, on my team, basically the ops, you know. I'd rather do that. You came to her home pretending to advocate for her and her family. Instead, you advocating for Crown Plaza. You talking about, they not making no money and shut the protest down. And people like Andrew Holmes, he worked for the police. Like, he worked for the police, not the people. Facts, and that's a fact, for real. In Chicago, like, we know what you do. Like, I know his route is it's just a disgraceful thing what he did. I actually lose sleep over it. Like, I think about this case so much, especially because we know this little girl, and her whole family. Like, it's just disgraceful to get to get her case closed, and then you run and hide. Now you somewhere quiet. Why we haven't been hearing from you? I mean, I heard it from you like 2 times with some Southside shootings or whatever, and you want to find justice. But why we haven't heard from you? I think you should be the main one down here trying to help her get justice. I mean, you want to help so much then, but I think you wasn't there to help. Be honest, you was just saying you was there to help the Crowd Plaza. You was never there to help her. You was basically there to help them quiet down the black folks. Quiet down the people that's fighting for justice. Quiet down, the people up in this rich Rosemont neighborhood. That's what you was there to do. And, like, even Jedediah had a problem with that. Like, he wasn't agreeing with, how he was handling things, so I basically think Jedediah was the best person for this case. I just hate that he picked the wrong thing. He was the best man by far for this case. He was very in your face with it, very informational, digging up everything. He was up on the ground running inside the Ground Plaza, trying to rent a room, asking questions, everything. I remember from day one when he came to help. But my thing is, he didn't know his team. He didn't know his team. He didn't. They were some assholes, basically. Sorry, excuse my language, but he didn't know his team. And basically, what they did was came down and showed they true behind. They showed their true colors by carrying on the way they carried on and embarrassing Miss Martin the way they embarrassed Miss Martin. It was just ridiculous. So for them to, act like you advocating for that lady and you collect the money, she don't have no problem with that. Anybody go to jail, go get them out. Anybody fight for her daughter, she was down for it. But I see what y'all did. Y'all basically had people calling her house talking about money that she never seen, she never touched. That's a distraction. That's a distraction. We out there from day one deep, the whole neighborhood. Everybody out there fighting that love and that this means something to and that care about Kenneka. But y'all come out there acting like y'all was protesting and a voice for the family and the friends, and y'all basically came out there on capitalism, like basically to see how much money you can get from this dead girl. Oh my God. I don't know what this world coming to. There's some thirsty ass people in this world. And don't forget, remember Lamont? He was one of the first people came out. Lamont and a couple of more of them, I could name them, but he was telling us, yeah, you fight for justice and this and that, and he act like he came with Jedediah, even though I know everybody's separate. But he was saying, he was there talking to Monifa, and he told Monifa she ain't got to tell nobody nothing, and this and that. So you're another Andrew Holmes. Like, who you fighting for? If you there to get answers from these people that was in the party, over 20 some people in that party. If you dare to get justice and you have an opportunity to talk to the best friend who she rode with, who she was at the party with, who carried her out the room, and you have the audacity to tell the girl she don't have to talk, she don't have to say nothing to anybody, what was your motive? Just not sure what your motive was. Did you fall in love with her? Did you like her ugly ass? I don't know. But that was crazy to me. And when you first came out, you came out like justice for Kenneka. Ain't no sleeping in Rosemont. Everybody's saying that, everybody, you know, trying to find justice. And the first thing you can think of is to say, I was at the jail with Manifa, and I had a long talk with her, and I told her she don't have to talk to anybody, and this and that. I think you full of shit. And I think all y'all, half of y'all that came was full of shit. Now, don't get me wrong. I want to give a props to the people that really genuinely care when we was out there protesting or whatever. The people that did come, with Jeddiah or whatever, or whoever they came with, because I don't know their ass. But I want to give a shout out to the people that basically that was genuine, that was honest, that was truthful, and that really cared about this case and cared about why they didn't threw this little girl, this young lady, inside this frozen ass freezer. We not stupid, We was born someday, but it wasn't yesterday. We not stupid. She didn't walk in that refrigerator like that and ball up and die. She didn't. Everybody know that. They did whatever they could to edit tapes and this and that, and that's why Andrew Hunt was so fixed on going to see what they had and edited and this and that, and then basically came out and told millions of people nationally around the world that I didn't see her walking to no funeral and there was no one with her and this and that. Them tapes been edited. Then some of the things that he said, she was down in the lobby, we don't see that. Oh, she was down here, she did this, she went back to the elevator again. We didn't see that. So that's how you know the tape's not here. You had no right to go and look at none of that stuff. They showed her 4 pictures of her daughter when she got there. How the hell you see all this and she wasn't able to see it? So it's a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of bull. I just want to know how much did they pay them to just mess up this whole case. I mean, now it's just harder for Miss Martin, to get justice for her daughter, which she's gonna get justice because, baby, the higher powers, she's gonna get justice. I done prayed about this, and they know that what they did was wrong to her, and they know they employees wrong, the friends wrong, every damn body wrong. Everybody wrong. I think they all should be held accountable. So the 50 million that she asking for, I hope she get it. I hope she get it. All you hating ass people study to my Miss Martin ain't getting no 50 million. Damn, which the lady do? Hope she do. She had to lose a whole child. Y'all ass crazy. I just believe, like my message to Jedediah is you should have been more, thorough, when choosing your team or whatever, whoever represent him and represent your name and your brand or whatever you got going on. Because I believe you was honest, truthful, and you was doing everything you supposed to do. You was doing your job. I agree that there was a miscommunication between you and Miss Martin or whatever, and at that point, Miss Martin didn't know what to believe. You got people lying to her. You got people telling her she got money that she never touched, physically touched, and like it was just crazy. So I just feel like we should just continue to seek justice for Kenneka, keep digging up stuff and keep looking at all the videos and all the. I mean, every time you go back and look at the stuff that they release is something you find. So I mean, people make movies all the time, but they was bad at this one. The editing job was horrible. I mean, you know damn well she ain't walked that hallway hours and hours and ain't no one person walked past her. So they done edited people out of the videos. Like, we're not stupid. I mean, y'all can act stupid, but we're not stupid. We know people was walking with her. We know people was holding her up. Even on Dr. Oz show, he say, well, the amount of alcohol in her system, that's only a tipsy level. That is not a level to get you stumbling and bumbling all around the walls and this and that, you know. So it was a bunch of crap. You know what? My thing is justice for Kenneka, and I'm gonna keep on making my videos, and I'm gonna keep on, you know, sharing with you guys anything that I find out or whatever. I got a couple more videos coming that's already, that's made or whatever. But I had to fall back from my channel because you got a lot of people on here that's for Kenneka, I guess, and a lot of people that's for Crown Plaza. I'm not sure, but they want to get on here and have disagreements with you and altercations. And I don't get on my channel and be negative. I don't like negativity. If you negative, just stay away from my channel. If you disagree with what I'm saying, stay away from my channel. You don't have to go in the comments and say bad things about people, just to get your point across. I think even if you want to disagree, it's a way to disagree without disrespecting people. But apparently, people don't know that and don't understand that. And so, before I bring myself down to that level, I'd rather stay at this level. I'd rather stay up here. I don't stoop down there. So I'm gonna continue watching everybody videos. And another thing, I'll be hearing how people, talking about now, people taking information from other videos, it don't matter, y'all. I won't, me personally, I don't do that, but I was listening to, I think, Truth for Real, whoever was just saying that, Truth for Real, I don't know, one of them, was it, Lord, I hate being wrong. I apologize for that, but I'm not sure. I think I was watching a video and I was like, they do this all the time. I'm watching videos that people made right from my videos. Like you basically might as well say every single line that I said on my video. But I don't care about that because I want us to edit. To break it down. I wanted us to insert our opinion. That's what this platform is about. This platform is not about being negative. It's about finding justice for Kenneka. And I feel like if you're not on the same team, then hey, get off YouTube, get off my page. Hey, that's how I feel. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Justice for Kenneka.